Hi everyone, today we'll learn how to add two complex numbers using friend function and objects in C++. I've already written the program and it's working perfectly okay, so I'll just explain it step by step and you can copy it as we go along in the video. So let's start. First of all, we will declare the header file, this line include iostream. Then we'll go over to the second line and write using namespace std. Then we'll define a class named complex number. I will expand the class now, please look it carefully. So we've expanded the class complex number and we will give the variables that we will declare in float format because we will expect people to input decimal numbers too. So we cannot just leave it as integers, and we will declare them inside the private members of the complex class. And friend function is mainly used to access the private members of a different class. So let's start defining the complex number class. First of all, we give private, then we'll give float real equals to 0. Always initialize your variables to 0 or else they'll take up garbage values. Then you give another float variable that is imaginary and initialize it to 0 too. Then we'll move ahead and declare public. Then we will make a constructor named complex number. Curly braces on, we will start. First we'll give cout, that is print statement. And we will enter real part of the number. Then we will take the input as cin and we will take the input as the real number, the real part of the number. After that, we will give another print statement cout, which will give enter imaginary part of the number. Then we will take input cin as the imaginary that we declared in top, this one. In the next line, we will write cout, that is a print statement. Number is, we will display the number that the user will enter. So the number is, then we will declare the next statement, which is cout, that is print. We will print the number that the user inputs by writing cout, which is the print statement. After that, we will give a double quote and leave a space and put the symbol plus in between these two spaces. There's a space after the plus sign too. Then we will close it. Then we will put the imaginary variable because this holds the input the user have put it. And in the end of this statement, we will keep a simple I because complex number is always in the form of a plus bi, or you can say for an example it is 2 plus 3i. This is an example of a complex number. Okay, so in the next line I left 2 lines just for it to look good. You may not leave the line, it is of no problem. And now we have defined our constructor, it is completed. Now we will write the friend statement. So we will declare a friend statement. So here we are declaring friend, float, sum, complex number a, this is object a, and complex number b, which is object b. So this we have declared, and we will close the class. And here we have finished declaring the class and its members and also the friend function. Now we will initialize the sum function, which will be float of sum, complex a, which is object a, and complex b, which is object b. Then we will define what is inside. So let's start. I've expanded it, and now we'll go float x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. We will declare two new variables here, x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Then here we will write x equals to a dot real plus b dot real. In this statement, we are defining x to be the value which equals to the sum of the real parts of object A and object B. Similarly, y is the value of the sum of imaginary parts of object A and object B. In the next line, I have a print statement which will give us the final result, and that is cout. Then we will write between double quotes sum is, we will give a colon and leave a space. We will close this and we will give the variable x in between. Then we will close that and we will give a double quote again and put a plus in between two spaces. Here's a space, here's a space. Then we will close that and we will give variable y, which is the sum of the imaginary parts. Then we will close it. Then we will give double quotes and a I. Then we will end the line here. Then we will give a return statement, return 0. As since this is not a void function, we have to give a return value, or else the compiler will give you warnings. So guys, here we have defined the sum function. Now let's move on to the main function. Now see, because of defining so many things before the main function, we have only 3 lines in the main function. That is object C, object D, and the final statement, which is return sum CD. Sum is the function that we defined above. This is sum, this is the function we defined above. Then we have to calculate C and D object, and hence we will get the result. Now I will run the project. So here I am, and I'll explain it step by step here. Now the terminal is asking me to enter real part of the number. This statement refers to this line which we entered here, line number 37. So it is asking me the real part of the object C. So let me give it 2. Now it is asking me the imaginary part of the object C. Let me give it 4. And then this statement comes out. Number is that we defined in the constructor, because when we define these lines, these 2 lines, then the constructor is being called, and this part runs. Thus we have first number as 2 plus 4 iota. Now let's enter the second number. As this is coming again, now it is asking for the object D. So real part of the object D, let me give it as 6, and imaginary part of the object D, that is the second number, is, let me give it 1. So the second number is displayed first, that is 6 plus 1 iota, and then the sum is 8 plus 5 iota, because we have given the return statement is return sum of C and D, means object C and D. When we initiate this line, then the float sum function will be called, and the object here will be C and object here will be D. Then X will take the value as C dot real plus D dot real, means the values, real values of object C and object D, and Y will take the imaginary values of object C and object D. And finally it will print out the statement as sum is object C plus object D's real part sum plus object C plus object D's imaginary part sum, and an I, which will be our iota. Hence in this manner you can calculate the sum of 2 complex numbers. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, then please like it, share it, and do subscribe to my channel, because I'll be bringing more sums like this, more problems like this, that will be mostly related to your college problems. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I wish you have a very good day.